Hello, Paul here from EMD Automotive at Caringbah. I've got this Porsche 997 Turbo with the high current draw on this car here. Just want to go through with the actual what's been happening in this car here. So this car here, the actual current draw was 5 amps or 5.7 amps. It's extremely high. Sorry, the alarm was on, and then picks up the actual problem with the actual so the alarm interior monitoring went off because I was sitting in the car when the car's locked. Anyway, we had to actually slowly have a look in there. That's the wiring. That's the current distributor on that side there. I've removed the actual wiring harness, fuse and all that on this side here to check everything on this car here properly. Label all the actual relays, 1, 2, 3, 4 and all that, so you can see it's all labeled here according to the wiring diagram. And I had to draw this up as well. All this got to be drawn up, so to label which current draw, which section and which ECU or which fuse, relay, everything have to be labeled properly, so before you start the work, so you know exactly what's happening with the car. It's very important. The current draw was about 5 amps on this car, as I said. I removed one fuse, two fuses. Doesn't really matter anyway. But I removed the actual one of the booster amp, ASK or Bose amplifier fuse out, and another fuse B3 as well. And the current draw have dropped down from 4.5 amps to actually 1.7 amps. And I had to remove the actual fuse as well, relay for this one here. Remove this relay here. Relay number 11 on this one here, which is that one there. And the current draw dramatically dropped down as well to 0.4 or 0.5 amps. So from 5 amps to 0.5 amps, that's a massive drop. So on this car here, massive drop in current draw. And the actual starter motor system as well was clicking and not clicking at all. So something is staying open, and has to be some of the. I've got to check this. Sorry, I've got to check the starter motor's wiring as well on this car here. But at the same time, I've got to actually go back to the actual look up the actual relay number 11 and see what number 11 is controlling on this model here, Porsche Turbo 2009. And then tomorrow I'm going to put this car up in the hoist. Today I can only spend a few hours on this one, but tomorrow I'm going to put up in the hoist and actually disconnect the actual starter motor cable from the starter motor, and then look at the current draw to see how much they're drawing. Show you what I mean. Because right now it's actually, see how now it's only drawing 0.5 amps. Before that was 5 amps, 5.76 amps, and now it's 0.15 amps. After I disconnect all the stuff at the back, some fuses, some relays, and some stuff on the other side as well. Alright, so current draw is not really something fun to work on, but the only way to do it is draw the circuit like that, and then disconnect the circuit one by one, and then figure out which direction you're going to go to sort out the current draw. It's one of those things that you just can't pick it. You're going to disconnect stuff and then go from there. But tomorrow I'm going to put the car back on the hoist, tomorrow, this one here, and then disconnect the starter motor to see how much current draw, if the current draw drop down to 0.07, 0.05, usually 0.03 to 0.05, 0.04, like 10 milliamps, sorry, 30 milliamps is pretty acceptable, 40 milliamps, even 50 milliamps, but not 0.15 amps. Even though that's low compared to actually before, but still needs to be 0.003 or 0.00405. Okay, but now it's not 5 amps, which is a good news on this car here. Alright, tomorrow we'll be up in the air, disconnect a few cables, and then hopefully that will go down to 0.03, 0.04, 30, 40 milliamps, and they'll be perfect for this 997 turbo. Alright, a lot of stuff have to be removed, ECUs, front end and all that, wiring and all that, but it's got to be done properly. Can't rush your kind of work, because it's just one of those things. You just got to disconnect and see which circuit is drawing the current, and hopefully you actually pick the right one and then fix it properly. And then when the current draws 0.03, 0.04, 30, 40 milliamps, there's your problem, and that's it. Sort it out and the customer can take the car. Other than that, I'll do another video tomorrow and see where we're at with this 997 turbo. Alright, thanks for watching and please subscribe.